Imagine turning small choices into $100 in 6 months. No gimmicks, no luck, just simple daily moves you can copy. I will show a clear, boring-seeming plan that actually works. This is for anyone on a normal paycheck trying to build a cushion. You do not need a side hustle to start, but it helps. The steps are small, repeatable, and easy to automate. Stick with me and I'll break the plan into parts. By the end, you'll see a simple path to $100. Ready to stop wishing and start stacking? Let's go. $100 is not life-changing, but it matters. It buys breathing room for a surprise bill. It stops one small panic from turning into a spiral. It proves your habits are working, not just your intentions. Small wins build confidence and make bigger wins possible. A $100 buffer trains you to save automatically. This goal is realistic for almost anyone with patience. Think of it as the first rung on a savings ladder. Once you hit it, the next rung feels closer. That feeling keeps you motivated. The core idea is tiny, consistent actions every day. Tiny actions beat big one-time efforts most of the time. We rely on habit, not heroic effort, to reach $100. The plan has 3 parts: save, earn, and automate. Save by trimming tiny daily leaks. Earn by finding small, quick income boosts. Automate so your brain does not decide every week. Combine these and momentum builds quietly. Momentum is what turns small habits into real dollars. Momentum also makes setbacks easier to recover from. Write $100 in 6 months, where you'll see it daily. A visible goal keeps you honest and focused. Break it into monthly targets to avoid overwhelm. For 6 months, that's about $17 a month, which is tiny, or about 56 cents a day, which feels doable for anyone. When the target looks small, you're more likely to do the work. Small targets stop perfectionism from killing your progress. Track progress weekly so you can celebrate mini wins. Celebrate micro wins to keep the habit sticky. Small celebrations win over long-term guilt. Create a micro budget and stick to it for 30 days. The rule: treat savings like a non-negotiable bill. Move a fixed small amount as soon as payday hits. Even $5 a week adds up over months. Put it in a separate account so it's out of sight. Label the account 106 months to avoid temptation. If you can do $10 on payday, do $10 instead of $5. The goal is consistency, not maximum sacrifice. Small, repeated transfers beat random big deposits. You'll be surprised how quickly it grows. Find 2 tiny things you can stop buying every day: that coffee, that app subscription, or impulse delivery fees. Skip them and move the money directly into your target account. Small daily leaks can add up to $20 or $30 a month easily. Do a quick 2-week audit to spot the leaks. You may find subscriptions you forgot about. Canceling one forgotten service can speed you to $100. Use that freed cash for your target, not for a replacement habit. Be mindful, not miserable. A few tiny cuts are all you need. Enable roundup features on your bank or chosen apps. Every purchase rounds to the nearest dollar and moves change to savings. You won't feel most of these moves in your daily life. Over time, those pennies and dimes become real dollars. Many apps let you link the roundup to a goals account. Check the app monthly to watch progress and stay excited. If your bank doesn't offer roundup, use a micro savings app. These tools automate the boring part for you. Let automation handle patience while you live your life. The quiet buildup is beautiful when you check the balance. Look for one-time boosts to accelerate progress. Sell items you no longer use on apps or local marketplaces. Cancel services you rarely use and cash out refunds or credits. Ask for a small overtime shift or a one-time gig if possible. Do 1 or 2 quick tasks on gig platforms for immediate pay. Even a single small sale can cover half the $100 goal. Use the boost strategically to maintain momentum. Don't treat boosts as main income. They are accelerators. Combine boosts with automation for the best effect. Quick wins keep energy high. Pick side hustles that match your schedule and skills. Gig delivery, micro tasks, and short freelance jobs work well. Try apps that pay small amounts fast for quick tasks. Teach 1 lesson, walk 1 dog, or do a simple freelance task. 2 or 3 small gigs per month make a huge difference. Avoid shiny, time-sucking ideas that never pay off. Your focus is tiny, repeatable cash, not building a new career. Track time versus money so you use your hours well. Small, consistent gigs beat large, sporadic efforts for this goal. Fit the hustles around your life, not the other way around. Automate transfers to your goal account every payday. Set up recurring transfers so money moves without thinking. Automation removes decision fatigue and emotional spending. Treat automation as a guardrail, not punishment. The transfer amount can be tiny and still effective. Increase the transfer slightly when you get a raise or bonus. Automations keep money out of reach and growing quietly. They turn willpower into a default behavior. Let tech do the boring part for you. You benefit from consistency without daily effort. Direct any unexpected money straight to the goal account. Tax refunds, gifts, or cashback are perfect windfalls. Resist the urge to spend windfalls immediately on treats. A small portion used smartly speeds your progress a lot. Even $20 from a sale or refund matters for this goal. Treat windfalls like accelerators, not excuses to restart bad habits. Plan ahead for how you'll allocate windfalls each time. Decide now that windfalls go partly to fun, mostly to the goal. This rule keeps progress steady and guilt low. It also trains an intentional money mindset. Check your goal account every week and note the change. Are you curious how fast pennies turn into dollars? What will your balance show after 4 weeks of tiny moves? Weekly tracking keeps you honest without obsession. Use a simple spreadsheet or a notes app to log deposits. Seeing the line climb builds small dopamine hits. If growth stalls, revisit cuts or micro earnings for a week. Ask yourself, where did I overspend this week and why? Use that answer to tweak next week's actions. Weekly checks keep your habits sharp and adjustable. Consistency plus feedback is the real engine here. Setbacks will come. Expect them and plan for them. How will you react when an unexpected bill appears? The key is a recovery rule, not perfection. When you spend from the goal, reset with a slightly bigger transfer next payday. Don't punish yourself. Fix the system so it's harder to repeat. Learn one lesson from each slip and adjust one habit. That small adjustment prevents bigger future slips. Imagine a pause, not a failure, and keep the story moving forward. Resilience beats perfect streaks every time. The goal is progress, not flawless execution. Rename your savings account to something motivating and silly. Labels like Mini Freedom Fund make transfers fun. Use visual trackers like a habit app or a simple drawing. Tell one friend about your goal and ask them to check in. Social accountability nudges you to keep going. Frame the habit as an experiment, not deprivation. Reward yourself for hitting milestones with tiny treats. Avoid framing success as punishment for fun. Mental framing changes behavior more than rules alone. Make saving emotionally satisfying. Audit recurring expenses for immediate wins. One forgotten subscription can cover a month of your goal. Negotiate bills like phone or internet if you can. Downgrade plans temporarily while you reach the $100 goal. Try cheaper grocery brands for 2 weeks to see impact. Cancel trial subscriptions before they renew and set reminders. Use cashback offers for needed purchases and move rewards to savings. Small, predictable cuts are easier to keep than radical ones. Choose the cuts that cost the least happiness. Keep lifestyle quality while trimming waste. Raise small rates or prices if you freelance or sell goods. Could you increase your microtask speed or output slightly? Can you add a small upgrade fee for a service you provide? Little price tweaks can yield big monthly gains without much extra work. Offer bundled gigs for slightly higher combined pay. Focus on tasks you already do well for efficiency gains. Outsource or automate parts that waste your time for low returns. Track time spent so you know if a tweak is worth it. Aim for higher value per hour, not just more hours. Smart tweaks compound over several months. Explore reputable apps that reward small tasks or surveys. Try mystery shopping, short surveys, or receipt scanning apps. Pick apps that pay out quickly and have reasonable reviews. Avoid apps requiring you to spend money first or promise unrealistic returns. Use these platforms as occasional top-ups to your savings. Move every cent earned directly into your $100 goal. Do a 30-minute weekly session on these apps for steady additions. Treat them as fun, low-stress side activities, not income pillars. Small, steady app income adds up surprisingly fast. Keep expectations modest and consistency high. List 1 or 2 items to sell in the next week. Consider swapping goods or renting gear for short-term cash. Garage sales or online marketplaces work well for quick cash. Pricing reasonably speeds sales and saves time. Clean and photograph items to increase perceived value. Use the sale proceeds strictly for the goal to maintain discipline. Even low-value items collectively help reach $100 faster. Repeat this habit quarterly to fund future goals. Selling creates space and cash, a double win. It also trains a decluttering mindset that pays. Create a 30-minute weekly money routine and stick to it. During this time, check balances, move money, and find one micro-cut. Use the session to list one small earning action for the week. Set reminders so the routine becomes automatic and non-negotiable. Track the week's wins and one lesson for next week. This small ritual prevents drift and builds steady progress. Treat the routine as sacred, like brushing your teeth. The routine keeps your plan alive without stress. Consistent tiny rituals beat occasional big bursts. Routines transform goals into lifestyle. Use employer benefits like discounts, referral bonuses, or wage advances wisely. Sign up for cashback on necessary purchases and route rewards to savings. Combine cashback bonuses with planned purchases to avoid extra spending. Some cards or apps offer category bonuses that match your usual spending. Use those bonuses to shift money toward the goal, not to upgrade lifestyle. Beware of credit that tempts overspending. Only use perks you can pay off. Small employer perks can shave weeks off your timeline. Learn the rules of each perk so you don't lose money. Smart use of benefits accelerates goals with no extra effort. Celebrate the first $25, then $50, then $75. Small celebrations keep you emotionally invested in the plan. Treat celebrations as inexpensive rituals like a favorite snack or a playlist. Share milestones with a friend for accountability and cheer. The emotional reward keeps habits sticky long-term. Avoid treating celebrations as permission to splurge heavily. Instead, use them to reinforce identity. You are a saver now. Identity reinforcement beats willpower over months. Each celebration is evidence that your system works. The small wins compound into bigger accomplishments. When you hit $100, pause and reflect on what worked. Reframe the win as practice for bigger targets, not an end point. Decide now whether to keep the same habit for the next target. Many people stop at the first win and lose momentum. Instead, increase the target slightly or automate a higher transfer. Consider opening a new account for the next goal, like $500. Use the momentum to build confidence and skill. Keep the same low-friction methods that got you here. Scale what worked, discard what didn't. The first $100 is a launch pad, not a finish line. Short goals teach systems that support larger goals later. The same micro habits that earned $100 can build emergency savings. Repeating these methods builds financial muscle and discipline. Over time, your small account transfers can become serious savings. The point is habit, not the dollar amount alone. Habits survive life changes and unexpected bills. Use this $100 challenge as training for sustainable money behavior. Each tiny action stacks into long-term security. Keep curiosity and experimentation alive in the process. Systems beat motivation when the months get messy. The key takeaway is consistency over sacrifice every time. Small, repeatable actions win. Big one-time moves rarely last. Automate transfers, cut tiny leaks, and use quick boosts wisely. Track weekly, celebrate micro wins, and plan for setbacks calmly. Use apps and simple side gigs to top up progress reliably. Treat the process as training, not punishment or extreme austerity. When you hit $100, you'll gain confidence and a system you can scale. The goal proves the power of tiny habits and automation. Start today with one small transfer and one small cut. That single day starts the compound effect. If you liked this step-by-step plan, hit like and subscribe for more practical money plays.